On April 20th, 1999, teenagers Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold committed one of the most horrific events in American history, the Columbine Massacre. Dylan and Eric, supplied with handguns, shotguns, pipe bombs, and semi-automatic rifles, entered their suburban high school with one purpose: to kill as many people as possible. Klebold and Harris murdered 16 people, including themselves, injuring 20 others. Since the 1999 massacre, 435 more school shootings have occurred.
If you are just joining us, two young men apparently dressed in long black trench coats opened fire about an hour and a half ago at a high school just outside of Denver in Littleton, Colorado.
One young woman has 9 gunshot wounds to the chest. One young man, 5 gunshot wounds to the chest and arm. There is another girl with 1 gunshot wound to the chest.
At this afternoon hour, at least 30 people believed to be killed on the campus of Virginia Tech University. That's in Blacksburg, Virginia.
Terror, horror, and unspeakable grief today in Newtown, Connecticut, after a young gunman walked into Sandy Hook Elementary School and killed 20 children and 6 adults and himself.
Good afternoon, everyone. If you are just joining us, a very scary and frightening scene taking place in Parkland, Florida this afternoon. An active shooter, a student at Marjorie Stoneham Douglas High School, going on a rampage with a mass casualty situation.
Around 11:30 this morning, after an active shooter was reported at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, which is about 85 miles west of San Antonio. We're told that shooter made it inside the school building. It's unclear exactly how many people were shot.
More than 70 other shooters have based their attacks on Columbine. Sung-Hyu Cho, the Virginia Tech shooter, who killed 32 and injured 23 others, labeled Harris and Klebold martyrs. Adam Lanza, the Sandy Hook shooter, became infatuated and obsessed with the duo before his massacre.
They want to become part of the Columbine mentality, or they want to become a Columbine shooter.
This startling uptick has prompted more than 100,000 schools across the USA to implement safety policies, including the deployment of armed security guards, enhanced counseling services, metal detectors, and lockdown drills. Due to the fear surrounding the school shooting epidemic, more than 80% of high schools have armed security guards who implement strict zero-tolerance policies. Zero-tolerance policies mandate strict, predetermined punishments for rule violations, regardless of context or intent. More than 96% of schools in America implement lockdown drills to protect students and educators.
Lockdown, locks, lights, out of sight.
This number has been steadily rising since 1999, the year of the massacre. Many school districts and counties have also implemented metal detector policies in middle and high schools. In the 2019 to 2020 school year, 65% of schools employed security guards. In comparison, in 1993, only 29% of children in grades 3 to 12 attended schools that employed security guards. 26% attended schools that locked the doors during the day, and 5% attended schools that had metal detectors. Despite this being intended to stop school shootings, these zero-tolerance policies can lead to an ineffective learning environment. Studies have shown that removing these zero-tolerance policies can increase graduation rates by 20%, and in some counties, even decrease repeat teen delinquency rates by 50%. The federal government, as a result of Columbine, has made available millions of dollars in grants to support efforts against school shootings. School safety and security as an industry has raised over $3 billion. Overall, the answer to whether or not the policies being enforced are effective is a resounding no. The FBI has stated that more than 90% of school shooters have suicidal behavior and are in a state of mental crisis weeks before the attack. Recognizing these behaviors early on and stopping it before it manifests itself is more effective than any other security measure, as stated by Homeland Security. Currently, the National Association of School Psychologists has discovered a disproportionate ratio of 1,233 students to a singular psychologist, more than double the recommended number of students. Without proper counseling services, we will never be able to fully stop school shootings. One of the only ways we can minimize school shootings is to administer monthly mental health check-ins with students, offering mental health guidance and support to those who are suicidal and in a state of mental crisis. Together, we can end school shootings once and for all.